Once referred to by Formula One drivers as nothing more than a toy, the latest race car simulation on offer is about to change those opinions forever. Simulators are of growing importance to F1 teams like Williams, Renault and Ferrari, who are now taking this technology very seriously. Comparable to a flight simulator, the F1 version delivers every bump and corner to its users from circuitry modelled by GPS with realistic visuals. Most F1 teams are of the opinion that the dynamic driving simulator is a new step for developing virtual tests that give drivers the true feel of a real environment and direct feedback on their actions. Williams is no stranger to bike races. After all, F1 world champion racer Damon Hill raced bikes before racing cars. So the team was delighted when MotoGP racer James Toseland asked if he could come and visit. With a rare break in his schedule, current Williams F1 driver Kazuki Nakajima was there to show James around. Racing bikes is not easy, but is it harder to drive a Formula One car? 30 laps in the Williams F1 simulator should give James the chance to find out. As long as he can fit into it. Even in the simulator, everything is custom fitted to the driver.
The main thing is whether you've got clearance in your elbows, but it looks like you have.
Yeah, feels fine.
Okay, great.
With the simulator ready to run, it was time for James to swap handlebars for a steering wheel. Luckily, there was an expert on hand to show him what to do with it.
But it's like... Okay, you're coming off on...
Yeah.
Okay.
So how does driving the simulator compare to the real thing?
It's very realistic, especially with the laser scan.
We don't have a motion platform, so we don't subject the driver to realistic G levels. So from a purely physical point of view, it's obviously somewhat easier. We do have realistic steering loads, and he has to apply realistic loads with his brake pedal. So it is still quite a workout, and the driver will get hot and tired after a day running in here.
As you might expect, it is not easy to jump straight into an F1 car and drive flat out without running into trouble. Kazuki's race engineer, Chevy Pajula, was on hand to show James just where he was going wrong.
I think the biggest problem at the moment is under braking is struggling, because in F1 you need to apply very high pressure initially and just come off the pressure quite quickly, and he's tending to keep the pressure for too long.
Just with the brake, you've got to get used to how much power there is.
But you can see that.
That's your last lap, and you are in red and Kazuki in blue.
Yeah.
So you can still apply more.
Yeah,
initially.
I feel that the initial brake can be a lot more.
Yeah.
James proved to be a true racer, listening hard and learning fast.
A Formula One car, the braking distances are so much shorter than a MotoGP bike, and the entry speed into the corner because of the downforce is so much faster that it'll take him quite a bit of time to get used to, but he's getting on fine.
I think he's doing very, very good. I was surprised that he hasn't driven the racing car before, and I'm sure the difference between the bikes and the car is very big, and I think it's totally different things. So I think he's doing very good improvement.
After just 30 laps, Toseland was only a few seconds off Kazuki's pace.
He's doing really well. I mean, there's a few things we could work on, obviously, but since we told him he's only got a few laps left, he's finding about half a second a lap, and he's about 3 seconds off Kazuki. You can just tell if he had more time, he'd be bringing those lap times down, and he would end up pretty quick, I think.
It was an impressive showing for a man more used to leaning through corners with one knee on the ground. With teams like Williams investing heavily in driver simulation, the technology is not only here to stay, but will improve beyond recognition.